What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 600 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the New York Knicks. And after their loss against the Orlando Magic tonight, I'm just wondering, how do we feel about the New York Knicks starting the season? Because last year, as we all know, they made the conference finals, and the East was really open to them. I'm pretty sure they was, the favorites to come out of the East right now. And to be honest, they haven't been bad this season, but I just feel like when you're really looking at it, they haven't been an elite team. Like, let's say the Pistons, let's say the Thunder. I don't know if I expected the Pistons to go out there and go do this, but the New York Knicks side, yes, I get it. Jalen Brunson was out for some games. Karl Anthony Towns is still trying to figure out his role on offense this season, but in reality, these games that they are losing, I feel like they are winnable games. They lost to the Magic, they lost to the Heat, they lost to the Magic. They lost to the Magic fucking twice, which the Magic, yes, they figured out their whole system. The Magic are probably going to be getting a video out of me soon, but when I'm looking at it, when I'm looking at the talent on this Knicks roster, I just feel like they should be better than what they are. And they are a 9-6 team right now, and really, they're just learning on the fly right now. Jalen Brunson is still putting Jalen Brunson-esque numbers up, so you really can't blame what the hell he's doing. So when you're really looking at it, it's the others. But let's just get into it, because Jalen Brunson this season is averaging 28.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 7 assists this season. I feel like he's been passing a lot more this season, and he's still finding a way to get his bucket, so shout out to Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns has started off slow. He seems like he's starting to find a rhythm, but at the same time, he's starting out some games getting 0 in the first quarter, scaring everybody. It got Knicks fans not wanting him on the team. I be seeing videos on Twitter when Knicks fans wishing they still had Julius Randle. That'd be the craziest shit ever, because wasn't they disrespecting Julius Randle when he was there? Wasn't they acting like Julius Randle wasn't a major part of what the New York Knicks was doing? And now you have Karl Anthony Towns, who obviously helped you get to your best season in fucking decades. And when you really look at it, what is the return that you're going to even get for Karl Anthony Towns? And when you trade him, what if Karl Anthony Towns ends up going off and it just be a New York Knicks problem? But honestly, I don't expect Karl Anthony Towns to get traded for anybody other than Giannis. But Karl Anthony Towns has to be better, and he has to obviously be the second option that Jalen Brunson needs, because it can't just be him on a nightly basis, which you know that's not going to work. And Karl Anthony Towns is averaging 21.5 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. 3.5 assists after a monster last season, his first season in New York, where he averaged 24.5 points per game, basically 13 rebounds and 3 assists. So it just seems like Karl Anthony Towns is learning right now. He started off the season slow. He really wasn't having good games, and now he's starting to bounce back off of those games. But next, getting into OG Anunoby, which he's been out for a couple seasons. A couple games with his hamstring injury. So hopefully OG could come back and that really spark a New York Knicks winning streak. But when I'm really looking at it, do we not expect, or did we not think coming out of the season or coming into the season the Knicks would be a top 2 seed, top 3 seed in this Eastern Conference after a great season in New York, falling short to Indiana, and Indiana not being the elite team that it was, the Celtics not being obviously there yet? But I don't know, I just get the feeling that New York should be way better than it is right now. And when you're really looking at it, you need your players, your best players, obviously, your most played players to do something. But I feel like the depth around this team has been way better than it was last season. You had Landry Shamet just sitting on the bench last season, when this season he had a fucking 36-point game. So I feel like it's all about perspective. My bad if y'all see me blinking a lot. My phone's something wrong with my eye. But when I'm really looking at it from a New York Knicks perspective, I get it. It's early in the season, but at the same time, there's games where you're supposed to be winning. You expect a win out of New York, and they're just not winning the game. There's some games where it's just a Jalen Brunson carry job, which there was a lot of that last season, but you expect the ball to flow a lot more in this Mike Brown situation, which Thibodeau, his offense was pick and roll, just Cat the ball on the block or on the 3-point line, give Jalen Brunson room so he can ISO, and that's it. But Mike Brown's system, I feel like, yes, there's room for Jalen Brunson in isolation games, but at the same time, when you just really see and watch Knicks games, you notice, there's more than, I'm pretty sure everybody touches the ball at least once in this system, which I know they're still learning, because Karl Anthony Towns really hasn't really adapted to this. I'm pretty sure you could notice the major difference from last season to this season. Like, it seems like Cat is still adjusting, and Cat needs to be a focal point in this offense, because really there's not a lot of players that can guard Karl Anthony Towns one-on-one on the block or even at the three-point line. So not getting him used on a nightly basis, him averaging only 21 points per game should be a goddamn travesty when you really look at it from obviously a New York Knicks fan, or even if you're sick and tired of him, like, you know that Karl Anthony Towns should be doing more from what he's doing right now. And looking at Josh Hart, he's coming into the game, he's giving you decent production. Mikal Bridges, I think I already said that in the first part, but Mikal Bridges, I feel like he should be expected to do more. Like, you see, look at the money that Mikal Bridges is making right now, and tell me that there is not a lot of players that could do what he does for the New York Knicks on a cheaper deal. That's what I think about when I think about Mikal Bridges. But OG Anunoby, I feel like OG Anunoby is a streaky scorer, but when OG's on, 9 times out of 10, the New York Knicks win the game. So you expect more from OG when he comes back from his injury. But I don't know. Like, it just seems like the New York Knicks should be in a better situation than what they are. I get it. They're 9-6. They're not a bad team by any means. Like, they aren't a bottom tier team. But when I really look at it from, honestly, me expecting more out of them, I don't know. But the New York Knicks roster consists of, my bad if y'all hearing that shit, I don't know. But the New York Knicks roster, my bad, it consists of Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Landry Shamet, Packham Diate. I'm trying to load this right now. It's not loading. But you got Packham Diate. You got, obviously, Josh Hart. You got OG Anunoby. You got Mikal Bridges. You got Jordan Clarkson. So you got Deuce McBride. I didn't even talk about Deuce's impact, because when Deuce gives you impact, Deuce is one of the best players on the team. And really, probably Deuce McBride should be starting. And yeah, it's not loaded right now, but I just told y'all the roster off the top of my head right now. Maybe there's more rotation of pieces. Mitchell Robinson, of course, who's been starting this season, which he really hasn't looked like the same Mitchell Robinson from the playoffs last season, which he has been looking like a negative on the defensive side of the ball. So if he's been looking that bad defensively and people are literally going at him, I just don't think it makes sense for him to start. But you ultimately need Mitchell Robinson's offensive rebounding, because really there's not a lot of, there's only a handful of players that are great at offensive rebounding, and Mitchell Robinson is one of them. So I don't know, but yeah, let me know how y'all feel about the New York Knicks really 9-6 start to the season. Like, did y'all expect better out of them? Did y'all expect this, or do y'all think the Knicks are going to turn it around after me making this video and them going on a winning streak after losing to the Orlando Magic last night? Let me know down below. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.